So right now I want to explain to you why money is part of your identity. So remember to watch the series of this thing from the beginning, because otherwise whatever the hell I'm saying might not make sense. I try to make each video so that it can make sense on its own, but sometimes that's kind of difficult. And anyway, before I continue, I wanted to remind you that down below is my email in case that you want to help me out by sending an Amazon gift card. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that one. And here I go. So remember how I told you that that you could imagine being, with George Washington, right? And he have $100 and he's supposed to give $1 to 100 people. And the 100 people are just sitting there next to you in this podium thing, and each one of you is getting the money, for whatever reason. Now, let's say that, like you said, like I said to you, you might think, yeah, I felt very proud because, I worked for this money, and, I feel very proud, and oh God, so this money to you represents a reward for your own work. You are proud of this money because you're proud of your own work. Now, let's say that in that podium, all of a sudden, it's your turn, you got your money, and next someone else is getting the money. And this someone is a widow, and she has done nothing to deserve that money. She's just a widow, okay? And she has 4 kids. So she goes to Mr. Washington and she says, "Thank you, Mr. Washington, for helping me out. I don't know what I will do without this money because, I'm a widow and I'm going through a hard time in my life. I don't know what the hell. I have 4 kids and this money is going to provide for my kids. And I'm sorry, and it's not, my husband died, and, it's just that it's just like, I don't know. So that woman is going to get that money, right? But for her, that money is not a source of her being proud. That money is a source of security. Because with that money, she can be saved. Her kids will have food. So for her, it's not that. And in whatever somebody says money to her, she will refer to that as security. Therefore, that money is external. And that means that the lack of money might be a threat. And that means that she is not able to produce that money by herself. Which means that she knows that she is unable to provide for herself. So she is kind of like mentally, or at least, due to the circumstances, temporarily or whatever, she is trapped. She depends upon someone else to help her, either because of whatever, and that means that her identity is, I'm trapped, and I need this as a crutch so that I can make something, because otherwise my family and I will fail. We might die. So her identity is, I can't do this. Okay? Kind of like that. And she doesn't know how, and she needs help, and she needs a lot of things. Okay? So it's part of her situation and her thinking. That means that your identity in relationship with money is a way for you to relate to others. Now, let's say that Mr. Washington, all of a sudden he has, someone, someone in his government that says, hey, we owe this guy a lot of favors, so we need to help him out. And this guy, the guy that is supporting us through all of the thing, he doesn't know, he doesn't have a lot of things to ask for or whatever. So he has asked us to give money to his son-in-law. So we kind of owe the guy, so we have to give the dollar for him. Now, for the other 99 people that are there, this guy did absolutely nothing to get that money. Like, really, nothing. He just happens to be the son-in-law of somebody who is supporting the government or doing something very important or whatever. So basically all he has is connections. And because of that, he gets the same money that other people actually had to work for. And it's kind of like, what in the freaking world for the other people. But here's the deal. He goes into this, podium, and then Washington gives him the money. So he goes kind of like this. Oh, I am so grateful to be here and be part of this thing and whatever. So, and then he gets the money. Now, what is his mental image of himself? And what is his relationship to money? See, at this point, he's thinking money is, a reward for me having connections. I don't have to work. All I have to do is be smart, and I can, everybody else can work and everybody else can be a slave. But me? Oh, hell no. I just have to, talk to the right people. Kind of like, I don't know, we call that in Spanish jalabola thing. But I don't know how the hell to say it in English. It's like when somebody is, licking your sock all the time, and he's kind of like, just saying something nice to you. And because of that, you give them money, but they do not do anything to actually deserve it. So they are also in a position in which they will find information on people and they will blackmail them, so that if you ever screw with them, you will be screwed, and that way they will keep the money without doing anything. But they will be smart, meaning they are playing other people's, things like secrets or stuff. And these peoples are basically the worst of the worst kinds of people. Their identity is, I get the money because I know your stuff. And since you don't want it leaked, then you are giving me the money. So if these kind of people, let's say that, like I said, Washington has 100 persons in there. Let's say that out of 100 persons, this is only one. The other 99 will be kind of like, why the hell is Washington giving him this money? And this is going to reduce the value of your money in everybody's head, in the 100 people's head. The value of the money of $1 is not $1. Everybody will think it's worth 99 cents. It's very small, but everybody will think that is not fair. And this is where all corruption and all the problems with life will also begin. Because everybody is working hard for this money, and this guy is just being stupid. But yet he gets a cut. Why? So at this point, the 99 people that are there, and they realize that Washington, who is supposed to be very, honorable and stuff, he's not supposed to be doing this. So that's why this money is going to be valueless. Because people are going to wonder, okay, if Washington is giving this guy this in public, then I wonder what the hell is Washington doing behind our backs? And what the hell is people doing with this money? And then people will associate, all 100 of them will associate it with stealing and bad, even though your identity is to be good and make it work. And by the way, that guy is also thinking in his head that he is doing a work, he is doing a job. And it's just insane. But it is what it is, Some people will be like that. Now, let's say that there is another person in there, okay? This person, made a bet for Washington. This person did everything for him. This person, signed the whole connections. He He was the one who, got out all the metals so that you could build the weapons and stuff. And he has been a very good supportive of everything. Now he sees that Washington is giving money to this guy who is a weasel. And he's kind of like, why is Washington in charge? I mean, I'm doing everything. I'm the entrepreneur. I'm the reason why we are here. And he's giving me the same thing that he's giving a weasel? Yeah. Then I don't want anyone. Because at that point, that person, who is risking money, who is risking, relationships, who is risking everything, just to try to support Washington and to support everyone else, that person is going to think, my God, I'm risking everything for these people, and this is what I get? The same payment as they? And I get the same as the weasel? Yeah, you know what? None of them is getting anything. Now, this guy is the dangerous one. Because in this guy's head, all the other 99 people, all of them, are just a pain in the freaking ass. And they should be paid nothing. Because they are diluting the value of that money. Because they are not working for it. Because in this guy's hand, he's going to focus only on the weasel and the widow. He's going to think there is no reason Washington, should give money to a widow. What the hell? It's her fault, She should have saved. She should have done something. And then he's also thinking, and why is he giving money to weasels? Oh, hell no, I'm taking advantage of that. Now, these guys are the ones that are very, very, and I do mean very, very, very freaking rich, and they will not mix with anybody else, and they will try to literally destroy everybody else because they are pissed that they're getting the same things and the same amount of things than everybody else is, even though they are doing more. It's kind of like you being an entrepreneur, okay? So, you got divorced because your wife, got tired of you spending, 18 hours in your job and in your things, and then the wife is kind of like you are never home, so basically now you don't have a family, you are alone, nobody likes you, and you only have your company, and then you gave this company to Washington, and then this guy just decided, oh yeah, I'm just going to share it with everybody, and the reason is, yeah, because that guy knows my secret, so yeah, I'm going to do that. So, and yeah, that woman is a widow, so yeah, we're helping her, and yeah, that person is like this, so we're giving that, and then it's like that guy is like, I gave everything. Those guys didn't sacrifice absolutely anything. So basically, he is going to think that there is no reason for his sacrifice. And if there is no reason for him sacrificing over that thing, then nobody should get it. In a point, to be fair, he kind of has a point, right? Because after all, if you were going through the same process of you doing absolutely everything, you lost your family, your wife left you, you have kids that don't even talk to you because you worked very, very hard to get that freaking dollar. And then everybody else gets it and nobody else had to sacrifice anything to get it. Then what are you going to do? Most people are going to be pissed at the other 99. And they're going to want the other 99 to go to hell because it's not fair. Now, these people are, like I said, they're very, very, very rich. They are kind of like, why will I have to do this and blah, 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 or whatever. But the point is that they risk everything to get it. No, are they wrong, are they right, or whatever? The point is that it's human. If you lose everything to try to get something, and then somebody gets it just by luck, or by doing nothing, you're going to be pissed. So, of course, they're pissed. So now everybody is getting pissed at each other, and everybody is creating identities for everybody else based upon the money. So that person that knows the secrets, the trading or whatever, that is being called like a weasel. So in everybody else's mind, it's like their identity is a weasel. The widow is kind of like, yeah, you're the poor victim of the system and stuff, and your victim was the circumstances, and you will never be able to get up and stuff by yourself and stuff like that. So it's kind of like that. You know what I mean? Now, let's say that you worked for the $1, and then you're kind of like, what's the big deal? I did nothing. All I had to do was one job, and that's it. I did it. Why the hell should I, be attached to this or whatever? So this guy is kind of like, yeah, but you were in Washington. Yeah, big deal. I just did my job, whatever. It's not like, yeah. This guy is going to always want to do something, get the job, and that's it. They are not going to connect with money. They are going to just connect to the job and the work. And then they will be stuck in a wheel that is always, yeah, I just need to do the job. But are you going to get paid? Yeah. They're going to pay me by the end of the week. So yeah. So then you're like, yeah, but how do you feel about, getting this money or whatever? And the person is like, yeah, I'm just going to do it. Get the money. Because I need the money. Yeah, but the emotional connection is lost. And if the emotional connection is lost, you don't have an identity that you can link yourself to the money. And if you don't link it, then you are always going to attract the job. You are never going to attract the money, because that's where your focus is. Your focus is, I want to get the job. That's it. Oh hell, for all I know, you can get 10 cents, and you will still do it, because you're connected emotionally to the job. You're not connected to the money per se. So it's kind of like, yeah, and this person is going to be always poor. And it's like, no matter how many jobs they get, they're always chasing the money. Why? It's because they repelled it. It's because when they got their first check or their first money, they didn't connect to it, Now, there are other situations that will require money as well, So let's say that, in this group, there is someone that comes and says, hey, I was working in this job, securing the weapons or whatever, and something blew up, and now I don't have, I'm sorry, Mr. Washington, but I lost my leg. So I can't work anymore, Mr. Washington. So please understand, that I couldn't come here and whatever. And it's like, God, what the hell? So Washington is like, you lost your leg because of me? Yeah. You need money, and you're not going to be able to work. Yeah, you have a disability, so you're getting the money, free, because you can't work. I mean, come on, this is George Washington's time, okay? If you didn't have legs and you were probably blind or whatever, it's going to be very difficult to work, okay? And so, you say to the government, hey, it's not my fault. I was born blind without legs or something. And I just need money because, I'm going to die. So, of course, Washington is going to say, yes, you deserve it because, we have to help you. And a lot of people that are there, out of the 100 people, I can tell you that the other 99 are going to be 5% is going to be kind of like, why should give him something? That person should be, I don't know, taken care of by anybody else. They can go to the church, whatever. We don't need to pay him, do anything for him or her, whatever. But the other 90 are going to be kind of like, yeah, we agree. I mean, come on. That person is not, what the hell? That could have been my son or my daughter or my wife or me. So no, you gotta give it to him. So, at that point, people will think, I'm disabled, I can't work, I can't do anything, so I need help. And, it's not my fault, I need money. So they will be kind of like the widow situation. But the widow is able to work. She's just not doing it because she's busy with kids. And she's not doing it also because she's probably, at that time, I'm talking about the George Washington time and stuff, you know, she's probably a woman and she's like, what the hell, I can't work. So there will be a lot of people that are like that. Right now, I mean, for certain jobs, you can't apply if you don't have certain skills or don't have a cell phone or you don't have certain things. And some people are behind in that, Not everybody has a cell phone. And not everybody, has a computer. And not everybody has access to water and things that you're probably taking for granted right now. So, no, there is a lot of people that are like, it's like, what the hell? You need to help them because they can't work within the system. Even unless, you train them and you help them and stuff like that. And that requires time and investments and stuff like that. So at this point, somebody from the 99, they already got the money and they said, Mr. Washington, I'm helping you deal with, all these people that are, widows and disabled and stuff because, come on, Mr. Washington, we need this thing, we need to organize these people, we need to get them help. I mean, come on, for all I know, there are other people out there that might be willing to help them out. And, they may need more than just money. They may need help you with, whatever, education, whatever. So, I'm going to do it. So Washington goes, yes, do that. So other people will be social workers and they will associate, again, their identity with money. It will be associated to social work. But just like the worker, they will associate the money with social work, which means basically that they are not associating themselves with the money per se, which means that they will be poor. And the reason is that is because we are not linking ourselves to the emotional root of the sensation that gives value to the money. See, when for example, a teacher goes to work, a teacher is thinking, I'm proud of making the kids smarter. I'm proud of helping the kids. Yes, but that is an emotional connection to your job. But nobody says, I'm proud I'm getting a proper reward from my job. See, nobody even wants to name, to say something like, I want a reward for my work. I mean, people go like, yeah, I have a salary. Yeah, but that's not a reward for your work. That's just your salary. So words are very important, and that's what the reason why we in the whole planet have so many freaking problems. Because we don't associate words with the proper meaning. And not only that, but we don't associate it with the proper emotional root thing. And that is why, there are so many things that people say money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not. Money is just the way that we connect to other people. Okay? I mean, come on. If you're going to connect to someone who is going to, give you fruits and vegetables, how do you do it? By money. Now, it's like a trading system. It's the best trading system that you can possibly have. Because, everybody has equal access to that. But the problem is that not everybody will find the same amount of work to get it. And not everybody will associate a particular emotional thing to that. The farmer that is producing the fruits and stuff, he's going to be very, very proud of you giving him money. Because he's proud of the fruit that you are eating. That's why that fruit and vegetable and stuff is kind of expensive, especially if it is organic. Because they took a lot of time to do it. And they will be kind of like, I'm selling you my baby. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of my work. I'm proud of that thing that you are having in your hand. So I'm going to sell it at a proper price. See, and you are willing to pay for it. And that's the thing, that, some people will be willing to pay a lot of money for things that are worth Nothing. But things that are very, very valuable, you're not willing to pay for them. Why is that? That's because, like I said, the emotional connection towards what you value is not clear in your head. Me, for example, I'm a teacher. I know I should be, there are teachers out there that are working right now in my country, they are charging $3 per hour, and is on the internet. And the hour is 45 minutes with a student. So those teachers are thinking, I have to pay for the telephone thing, I have to pay, for my time and my things and whatever, and that's, the standard rate or whatever. So some teachers are actually doing that. But if they are doing that, I wonder how they feel when they know they're taking money from parents that are probably making themselves, not eat so that they can pay for the kids, school. And when that happens, some teachers are going to be kind of like, yeah, I feel horrible and stuff. And then, you know what teachers do? They quit. After a little while, you won't have teachers anymore. Same with doctors. Because when the teachers see that it's not worth it, because you're taking proud of the fact that the kid is getting better, but the kid also includes the family. And if you feel that you're hurting the family's economical thing because you're charging money, then you don't do it. And you don't want to do anything. And then most teachers at this point just quit. If you don't feel that you're changing the kid's life for the better and stuff, you quit. Until someone comes and says, hey, you're very important and we are paying you. Yeah, but, I'm not achieving my goal. And I'm like, yeah. So, same with doctors. Doctors are going to be kind of like, I'm not saving anyone. Or, this is screwed. So, I will charge less money for the same thing or whatever. And it's just like, what the hell? Sorry, that was my neighbor. So anyway. And there will be more people that will be pissed when they are trying to make money to keep up with family, and then they realize that they can't be with their families. They're about to lose their families because they have to work 3 jobs to try to get their family feed. And at that point, they will say, this is not worth it, so they will quit. And they will try to go for the easy money, whatever the hell that means. Because for them, the emotional part goes towards the family. But you can't have family without money. And see, you can't, that's why, since you can't have a family without money, then you will buy everything. And I do mean everything. You will buy whatever the hell that kid wants, just because you feel very guilty. Because you couldn't make it. Why is that? It's because your identity with the money wasn't, straight. And wasn't okay. I mean, it was unbalanced. What the hell? You can't have 3 jobs. You shouldn't have 3 jobs. Because, at tops, you probably want to have 2. But 3 jobs? I mean, come on, unless you're telling me that you're doing it because you like a lot of people and you can't stand being alone, and then you want to be all the time with people, oh hell, there are people that actually like that, There are people like, yeah, I need to go this, and I need to volunteer, and I need to do that because I like being around people, I just can't stand being alone, whatever. Okay, that's fine. But, your emotional connection is very important. And you need balance. And for that, you need kind of logic. And that is why, like I said, you will see all the other 99 people in the room with the same things, but yet they all have different kind of personalities, and they are all associated with the same money. And once you leave, Washington says, yeah, you all got one. Next week, we don't know what the hell. So then you're kind of like, yeah, that widow is like this person is like this one is a weasel, this one is like that, this one is like this one is like that, this one is like that, this one is like that. And you already made up your mind out of how the hell the other 99 people connect with money, which is the same way that you will connect with them. Because it's kind of like a highway in which you have to go through to go from your little house towards the city, where everybody else is. Kind of like that in your head or in the map. So the other 99 have to do the same. They all have to go outside of your house or their houses, and they all have to connect through a highway or through a street to get to the other people. And that street, that highway is called money. And that's why, a hell of a lot of people will say that it's evil. It's because we all have it. But the way we got it, oh crap. And the way we feel about it is even worse. Now, how the hell do you deal with all of this? Well, number one, you as an adult have to heal your relationship with money. Number two, you are supposed to teach kids about financial planning and stuff like that so that they know that their value is not associated with money, just part of their identity. And you need to make them feel or understand that you need to work for getting that money. Because that work is going to make you feel proud. If you feel proud, that money that you have will have a lot of value. If that money that you have has a lot of value, it will become something that everybody else will want. Not for the sake of that being empty. That's why we have two types of money. The money that people call organic and the money that people call inorganic. The money that is organic is the one that is, being made by people that it's working. Doesn't matter if you're proud of it or not. It's just being made by people that works. And the inorganic is like, yeah, I'm the widow. No, I'm the weasel. No, I'm the disabled. No, I am the social worker. No, I'm the teacher. I'm the doctor. I'm whatever. So, it's not that necessarily is organic or inorganic for most people that are in those areas. But it's just that money is not being circulated in the same form. That's why, it's organic versus inorganic. Also, it's also because the organic thing is produced by everyone. Everyone is summing up to get that. The inorganic is the one that the government produces out of thin air just to pay for the budget of the things that they are supposed to take care of. Like the public schools, the public hospitals, the public disabled fund, the public politicians fund, the public debt, and all of those things. They are inorganic because they are not producing anything. Obviously, they are supporting a lot of things, a lot of systems that support the work, which is why it's kind of like you need balance between organic and inorganic money. Because you need balance. You can't have a society in which everyone is working, because then you will create a bigger problem. And then you're kind of like, what? Why? Well, let's see. If you are an entrepreneur and you need to hire someone and you can't because everybody's working, then what the hell do you do? It's like, okay, I open a business and now I need to hire 2 people. Sorry, not one is available. No one is available because everybody's working and no one can help you. Then you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Yeah, sorry. You have to figure out how the hell you're going to turn into 4 people. Yeah, kind of like that. So, no, you need a balance. And for that balance to work, you need about 3% unemployment, and you need about, certain amount of inorganic kind of money. Because if the people that are disabled and the people that actually need help, if they don't get the money, they will be a security concern for everybody else. Because if you can't, are you going to let yourself starve because you can't get a job, because you're blind or something? then most people are going to steal, most people are going to turn to drugs, most people are going to do crazy things because of the system. So that's why you need a little bit of inorganic kind of help here. And you also need, like I said, the system to take care of everything. Now, what parts of the system do you want to be in? That's up to you, because everyone has free will. But here's the deal. Like I said, everything has to be balanced. So unemployment maybe 3-4%, tops 5%. If it is more than that, you're crashing the system. Disability fund maybe 1-2%, and this is like this, and this. If you have more, then the system will go like, oh my god, because each system, each one of these inorganic system, organic money is supposed to be supported by organic money. If it's not, then you have inflation, or you can have deflation. Deflation as in, oh my god, you have the money and the money is increasing in value, and the things are decreasing in value, and then you're kind of like, what in the world? Yes, that can happen, and it does happen, and then you're kind of like, that will be a dream? Oh, hell no, that will be a nightmare. Oh my god, okay, god, what the hell? It's kind of like you saying that, I don't even know how to explain it, but oh my god, that for inflation, you can do a hell of a lot of things trying to stop it. But for deflation, it's like, what the hell? It's like, oh my god. It's like, oh my god, no. That's another kind of nightmare, So no, no. And trust me, you do not want to be in that kind of nightmare. It's like, oh no, no, definitely no. I have been in both, and quite frankly, oh crap, I don't even know how the hell to compare them. So no, but the point is that no. It's not that easy. So like I said, try to make it balanced, so that way, inflation will be 0 or maybe 0.5%. I mean, if you have inflation of 0.5%, like every year, that's like standard or normal, and it will be okay, because, it will be okay. But other than 1% every year, oh hell, that's a hell of a lot of money if you compound it over, over time. So no, that's a hell of a lot of inflation, so no. And anyway, I hope this information was helpful, and thank you for watching.